Hi, I'm Rebecca at the Dry Eye Foundation in Paulsbo, Washington. I've been working in the dry eye world for almost 20 years. I know a lot about over-the-counter eye drops. And this year, for the first time, I'm seriously worried about over-the-counter eye drop safety. In February and March this year, the CDC issued unprecedented warnings about 2 cheap generic artificial tears and 1 ointment. One of the tears was linked to a 14-state outbreak of serious infections resulting in 3 deaths, 8 reports of vision loss, and 4 reports of an eyeball being surgically removed. These products have all been recalled. I'd never even heard of them before the CDC warning, but the one linked to the tragic outcomes turned out to be quite popular and well-reviewed on Amazon. In March this year, the FDA prompted a company to recall 2,000 bottles of an MSM eye drop sold online. It was a Class 1 recall, the most serious type, and the reason cited for the recall was lack of sterility. Last Monday, the biologics division of the FDA issued an unprecedented public safety notification about amniotic fluid eye drops. They specifically pointed out 2 very expensive amniotic fluid eye drop brands that have been in commercial distribution from 2 different companies for quite some time. These eye drops cost between $85 and $240 for a tiny bottle. One of the brands has been publicly endorsed by famous eye doctors for at least 2 years, and it's been recommended by eye doctors all over the country. Yet the FDA's warning stated very clearly that doctors cannot offer amniotic fluid eye drops to their patients unless the eye drops have what's called an IND, in which case they still can't be sold commercially. Now that's 5 brands of eye drops sold over the counter that the FDA has spoken up about or recalled so far this year. Today is April 17. Then there's all the other brands that the FDA has not spoken up about yet. I have an entire collection of eye drops here in my office that all have red flags indicating that they are in some way potentially unsafe. Most of them have not complied even with the very simple legal requirement to be registered in the FDA drug database. My collection includes generic, simple lubricant eye drops that claim to be nutritional supplements, energy eye drops, MSM eye drops, unlisted homeopathic eye drops that falsely claim to be natural, eye drops that falsely claim to contain no harsh chemicals, even though the harsh chemicals are listed in their ingredient list. Lots of eye drops with no ingredient list at all. Then there's the really scary ones, the close clones of name brands, like fake Lumify, which is everywhere online. And it's making me question an awful lot about what I'm finding online. Over-the-counter eye drop safety issues are accelerating. As a community, we're always trying out different eye drops in hopes of finding something that works better. And generally speaking, most of us tend to assume that the worst that could happen is it just doesn't work. But that's not true. Eye drops that are not manufactured and packaged correctly can hurt you, can even kill you. So it's time for us to take a step back and remember we need our eye drops to be not just effective, but also safe. Because, unfortunately, today a totally new breed of dry eye profiteer is putting us at risk. And e-commerce marketplaces are the perfect environment for them to thrive. These companies are basically domestic and international manufacturing riffraff. Companies for whom sterile manufacturing is a contradiction in terms. Companies for whom product labels are fiction. Companies for whom there's no accountability. Some of these companies, no one even knows where they are. But they're really smart about digital marketing, and some of their products just blend right in. And unfortunately, right now, no one is standing between us consumers and unsafe eye drops. No one is quite ready for this type of world. The FDA is not ready. Most people don't realize that OTC eye drops are regulated entirely on the honor system. The laws have not yet been written that could help the FDA to prevent unsafe OTC eye drops from reaching the market. Amazon, Walmart, we know they're not ready, though we're hoping to persuade them to change. How about my eye doctor and your eye doctor? They're great doctors and we trust them, but they're not ready for this either. So what can you do? Number 1, educate yourself about how to reduce the risk of purchasing an unsafe OTC eye drop. Go to eyedropsafety.org and read up. Send us questions if you want. Definitely let us know when you come across suspicious eye drops. Number 2, alert everyone around you, friends and family, your eye doctor, your local press, and maybe even your legislators. Tell them that the safety of your eye drops matters to you. Thank you for listening.